Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tangle Tower. Thanks for tuning in. We're currently speaking with Fitz after we've just wrapped up talking to Hawkshaw and showing her pretty much all the new information we've got. We had a little bit of suspicion regarding the small lens, which is in fact a telescope, not a microscope as she was claiming. So let's just start showing him the rest, because some of these items are very, very relevant to Fitz, like this one.
This is yours, Fitz?
Yeah.
Do you use it?
I keep all my tools in the greenhouse.
That wasn't what she asked.
Yeah, no, you didn't keep that one in the greenhouse. That was in your room, locked away in a chest.
That's quite sweet, really.
Oh, okay.
Felix made that? Huh.
Nice.
It's Fifi and Freya.
Don't you think Poppy should be in the photo too?
Maybe, maybe not. She doesn't really like crowds.
2 people isn't a crowd.
Right, but if she was in the photo, then it'd be 3.
Check.
3's a crowd. Wow, checkmate, dude. Got you. Got him.
Freya's best work, in my opinion. Although, the photo doesn't carry the same energy as the real thing.
What do you think it's a painting of?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the subject matter? What's that big red thing?
Oh, I don't think it's that kind of painting.
It's just an energy rather than an actual thing, I guess.
Fitz, one of these drawings is of you, in the rooftop garden, I think, with Poppy.
What do you got to say to that?
Are we done?
Why don't you want to talk about it? Look, I thought you were going to say something.
Penelope knows about birds. You should
Oh.
ask her instead.
She does look very
I
bird-like.
wanted to ask you about something. There's a plant mentioned on this page, see? Do you have any? In the greenhouse?
No, I don't grow that anymore. I've tried
Ooh.
in the past.
What happened?
It's incredibly difficult, even for me.
Oh.
I could never get it to live more than a couple of weeks.
Wow, interesting. Okay.
Looks like someone doesn't want you to read that book.
That's the main thing making me want to read it.
I probably shouldn't show that to Fifi. Like, she's not gonna take that well. We're literally trying to break into her secret diary. I don't think she's gonna like that. Okay, let's finally take a look at the 2 rooms on the right. Let's do that, and then we'll thoroughly reinvestigate everything else, and also show evidence, all the evidence that we haven't shown to people along the way. Ah, finally, Poppy. Hello, hello, the musician. Let's take a look around.
Are they paper lanterns?
It's quite beautiful in here.
Whatever they are, I like them.
I do too.
It's like a little parade of floating spirits.
Gorgeous.
Oh,
Ah,
whatever it is, it's playing a little trumpet.
is that the little creature in the other statue outside?
Well, it is the music room. He's got to practice.
What's with all the broken glass?
Yeah, that looks like the same creature. Well, broken glass. A shiny statue of a strange creature holding a large horn. It's also cracked. There's a noticeable crack running along the length of the statue's horn. Inside the horn and on the ground below are various shards of cracked glass. I wonder if it's because the gramophone or the tape like produced a frequency so high that it cracked everything, because it cracked specifically glass and like the, you know, metallic stuff. I guess it's usually glass that has that kind of stereotype, or not stereotype, proof in science that, you know, glass can be broken by a high enough sound. But I'm not so sure, you know, with like brass or metal or something like that. I don't know. You don't know my science, but okay, good to know. Wow, the
Plays
music's so
violin, I
nice.
wonder.
It's pretty dusty, so I'm guessing nobody.
Hmm.
Who plays the violin?
So I'm guessing nobody.
There's a faded mural on the wall.
When I was a kid, I never knew the difference between a mural and a mosaic.
I'm still a little bit confused by that. Can you explain it to me, honey?
You still don't know, do you?
No.
Oh, I see. That's okay.
Oh, whatever it is, it's
Well,
what's with all the broken glass?
Okay, let's get out of here. There we go. What else can I look at?
1 old wooden bookcase.
2.
25 dry old books.
You counted that so quickly, and why are you notating that?
Mm-hmm.
4 lit candles.
Yeah.
Am I the only one seeing the problem?
What? What's the problem? Oh, are you saying the candles being on there in the first place? That is a bit of an issue, I suppose, yeah. They are dangerously close.
Sheet music. It's handwritten.
That's a lot of notes. Looks pretty difficult.
Probably why they're on the floor.
Because they were tossed away in anger.
Smells like a forest in here.
It's one of those big pianos with the open lids.
Don't touch it.
Why not?
Might be haunted.
Also, I don't think the player. Wow, what a striking
I'm a
face.
Sally! That's rude!
Look who's talking, man. Usually he's the one who makes these kind of offhanded remarks. Wow, she has a striking appearance. My God, I mean, I could see why she's got terrified and called her a ghost all of a sudden.
Unless she is a ghost.
It may come as a disappointment, but I am alive.
That makes
She
you
is
a
disappointed, oh my God.
suspect, Maid.
I know.
What's your name?
My name is Poppy. I'm a pointer. And a pianist.
We'll need to ask you a few questions about Freya.
I know.
Hey, you're pretty good.
All in the wrist.
Nice.
And 13 years of dedicated practice.
Yes, yes. You don't have to be too humble. It's okay. You can brag. You can brag. If you've worked hard, go for it.
I'm just me. There's nothing to know.
Oh
How
no.
are you related to the other pointers?
My father is Percival Pointer. The professor spends most of his time hidden away in his tower. Barely speaks to anyone these days. Especially not the fellows.
Do you get on with the fellows?
2 of them. Fifi and Freya are my closest friends.
Okay.
We all turned 19 last year.
Do people ever leave Tangle Tower? I don't mean to be rude. It's just, if you're 19...
You don't have to answer that, Poppy.
It's a fair question. I'd like to move away. Definitely. Fifi, Freya, and I would often talk about it.
Ah.
Argue about it. Freya wanted to leave, but Fifi... Things are more complicated for her.
Right,
now?
because she's the inheritor? Never the person who is going to inherit the residence, so.
After what happened, I really don't want to stay here much longer. 3.5 hours of piano practice. Soon as I wake up. Same as
Wow.
always.
Sounds
3.5.
intense.
Does that not hurt your hands?
Sure.
And you do this in the music room?
No, I prefer to practice in my room. When I make mistakes, I like to make them in private.
What did you do after that?
I was supposed to meet Fifi in the library, but I totally forgot. When I finally got down there,
Oh. So she forgot about it. So maybe Fifi made assumptions about Poppy being like, yeah, she like totally ignored me. It maybe assumed that she was off to meet like Fitz or something, but you know, maybe she just forgot. Or maybe she forgot because of Fitz. I don't know. Okay.
I checked her bedroom, but it was locked.
Was Fifi not in there?
No idea. She keeps her door locked either way. So I went back upstairs and out into the moonlight garden.
The what?
The little garden on the roof outside my room.
Was it just you up there?
No.
Fitz came outside after a while. His room's on the other side.
Ah.
He's been teaching me about flowers.
I was wondering how it connected because I know there's a door from Fitz's room leading there. Interesting. Okay, so there's a other side to it that she was going to. We haven't seen the other interconnected rooms on the right side of the pointer place.
So, did you talk to him?
Not really.
You ignored each other.
I didn't say that.
So, what's the dealio, huh? You're just too embarrassed to talk about your relationship? He certainly doesn't seem to want to talk about it.
Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds. I've been trying to decide how to describe it,
Yeah, what?
but I'm struggling.
What was it?
Something drilling into a piece of metal, but different. Worse. I was pretty sure it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there to check. Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. I knew Freya and Flora were both supposed to be in there, so I made Fitz kick down the door.
Yeah,
I went inside.
natural.
Freya was lying on the floor.
Flora was in the room too?
Yeah. I think she realized what had happened at the same moment I did. I didn't know what to do, so I ran downstairs to get Fifi. Her door was still locked, but I knocked and shouted at her. Eventually, she let me in. The lights were off, but I could see she'd already been crying. I told her what had
Aww.
happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry. First time I've ever seen her angry. I dragged her out into the hall. My father was there too, for some reason.
You left out the part where she apparently punched you in the face, so I guess she was just really upset over Poppy. I think that's what happened, yeah.
The 3 of us went back up to Flora's tower. Then Felix arrived. He had Penny with him. Fifi had this
Penny,
idea.
huh?
She wanted to do some kind of scientific test. She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes. After she was done, she went back upstairs and I went back to my room.
That's it?
That's it.
Huh. Okay, we've got a lot to ask you about.
Needless noise from tongues expel, unless within the mouth they dwell. The spoken word, unfit for dealing with the shifting form of feeling.
Wow.
Stand unblinking in the face of taciturn and soundless space.
Is she gonna have a poem for every single one? That was beautiful. That was beautiful, Poppy. Oh, wow.
Look on drifter, holding fast. Days as shadow seeker past. Is it bravery or surrender? Accepting that your world will render nothing darker than the gloom. Some four walls make round a room.
You should write poetry. You can compose music. You know, you'll probably come up with lyrics. Write some poetry. Beautiful.
Between the lips a silver spoon, a story written all too soon. The chosen dwelling of her heart, unjustly chosen to depart. Lost her liberation lays in the center of a maze.
Because she's kind of the center of the entire family, so there's a lot of weight on her shoulders.
With surging tide, the waves are thrown, an entity of all its own. But on its surface you may see, reflected in the waters be, the orchestrator, pale and still, pulling strings, enacting will.
Ooh, so Poppy is suspicious of Hawkshaw. Of her pulling the strings in some manner? Now that's interesting. Okay.
Hard of head, but free of mind, unimprisoned, unconfined. With starry eyes, she sees beyond, behind our walls, beneath our pond. A soul untied, it's hers, it's free. Was then, is now, will ever be.
Aww, that's really sweet. That's a sweet way to talk about your friend. Aww.
Softly does the flower grow.
Ooh.
All in time, and time is slow. Rest a seed within the earth, but do not rush its gentle birth. Hour by hour, day by day, tune your heart to nature's way.
I don't know if it was my personal judgment of like the fact that I know the relationship. Her voice sounded a lot softer. It was sort of subtle, but like her tone when she was speaking about Fitz was like softer. I don't know if like, you know, she was given the direction or, you know, knew the like understood the relationship and took that into account when she was saying that. I kind of felt it. I don't know if that was just me. That if so, it was really good. It was subtle but really good.
Eavesdrop what the stars are saying, earthly tether, slowly fraying, floating, helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet.
Aww. I mean, her name is a flower-related one, so maybe it's like, please pay attention to me. Don't think so hard about like whatever you're doing. What about me? Think about the flowers at your feet. Aww.
That's me.
Oh Jesus, the music shifted all of a sudden.
Murder suspects.
What?
Always thought that would be kind of cool.
Scare me.
But it's just tedious.
Falls a little short, doesn't it?
The sudden shift in music terrified me. Oh, there's a lot to go through. Okay, let's see. What could be really relevant?
When I first saw it, I thought it looked like Flora was holding a knife with blood on the tip.
Right.
You don't think that anymore?
No, it was a stupid thing to say. The room was dark. I was in shock. I'm just an idiot.
But it was blood on the tip. If you hadn't said anything, maybe Fifi wouldn't have checked.
Exactly. It's stupid.
But we would have missed out on an important clue.
Is it a clue? Really? Tell me how it's a clue. Tell me how it helps. Nothing about the knife makes any sense. It's just freaking everyone out. Wish I'd never said anything.
Well, we actually know what it is. I just don't think the characters have made the connection, but I'm sure eventually we can point it out.
Why is the glass cracked down one side?
Natural wear and tear, maybe?
No way. Freya took good care of her stuff.
What about all these, huh?
That's me. Not a bad likeness.
It looks like you're standing in a rose bush.
Is there something wrong with that?
No, I just want to know more about your juicy relationship.
Gardening trowel?
Didn't you give it to
Yeah.
him?
I think it belongs to Fitz.
Really? Huh. Never seen him use it.
Okay.
Don't look at me. I didn't break it.
Does anybody else use the music room?
Yes. I don't know who.
What?
I can tell when somebody else has touched the piano.
Ooh, that's kind of scary, both on both her reaction and also just an unknown person coming on in. Huh, what do you think of this, huh?
This is a photo of Fifi and Freya, right?
Yeah,
How come you're not in it? You're friends with them too, aren't you?
I'm not really one for photographs.
Fifi looks like she really admires Freya.
Fifi's loyalty to Freya is unshakable.
What is with their relationship? How strange.
I think everybody sees something different.
Did Freya ever tell you what she saw in it?
Not exactly. She said something about it being from a recurring nightmare.
Oh, wait, that's
Sorry, but-
new.
If it was from a nightmare, why would you paint it and leave it in front of your bed?
Maybe she wanted to take control of it. Giving something a physical form can make it easier to deal with. Well, sometimes.
That sounded very, very suspicious. Like is there something going on with you?
Is that Fifi's diary? I'm sure I've seen it in her room before.
That's where we found it.
Have you ever read it? Do you know what's written in there?
We're just openly admitting it. This is so funny. We're just parading around being like, yeah, we stole it. We're literally just stealing all these items from everybody. This is terrible.
Nope. I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate me invading her privacy.
Same to
I
you.
thought you and Fifi were close friends.
Yeah, we are. It's just...
Well, even if you're close friends, nobody ever wants a person to read their private diary. It doesn't matter how close you are. Sometimes it's more so the fact that you're close, so you don't want them to read it. Sometimes you'd be fine with a complete stranger reading it. What are they gonna do?
Fifi's gotten kinda impatient with me recently.
Do you know why?
I'm not sure.
I know why.
I'm sure she'd tell you if you asked.
Oh, she would. She'd give it to me straight. Probably why I've been avoiding it.
Aw, that's not good. You should talk about it. I'm pretty sure it's because of your relationship with Fitz. At least that's the best take I've got on it right now.
That belongs to Flora, I think. Whose paints are those?
They belong to Felix, I think.
Okay. I thought she would have more to say about this. Maybe not, because she doesn't seem to have made the connection with the feather.
Is that supposed to be Flora?
Possibly.
Oh. How nice.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you've been to the greenhouse? What did you think?
Impressive, I guess. But kind of unsettling with Fitz lurking in the shadows.
He
the
looks
whole time.
terrifying.
Yeah, he does that.
I find that dreamy about him. I find that really dreamy about him, actually.
Did you find that in Fifi's room?
No? Should we have?
No, it's just... It looks like something she'd use, don't you think?
Everybody keeps saying that, but it belongs to Hawkshaw. It's her memento.
Where did you find this?
It was in the attic.
Oh, huh.
Do you have something to say about this? Nobody's been able to figure out what this is. What is
I
it?
forgot we even had an attic.
What is
You
it?
get some weird insects around here. I've never seen one like that.
I'm not sure anyone has.
Freya might have. She used to keep beetles in a box in her room.
Why?
For fun, obviously.
Obviously. What else could it be for,
What
possibly?
was inside?
Nothing.
Huh.
Cool.
Does this belong to
So
you?
is this
Poppy?
you? Is this you? It is, right?
Now that's not really my style, is it?
But
But who else would own a tape like this?
Literally anybody?
wait, was it Fifi? She reacted strongly to it. It was Fifi, wasn't it? It's been a little bit. I'm trying so hard to keep all the information in my head. There's so much information.
It was my mother's originally.
So, why is it up in Flora's room?
She just gets the most use out of it. Freya would borrow it too sometimes. Freya would always load up the palette with all the exact colors she was gonna need. I think it helped her zone out and focus on the actual painting itself.
That's pretty cool.
Like getting all your sheet music lined up before playing a long piece.
Nice.
Right. So, the blob of black paint in the middle, that was for painting Flora?
Flora's dress, yeah. She wears even more black than I do.
Yeah, they kept noting that there was something strange about it. It must have been, like, initially they must have been talking about the fact that the red was actually blood. But I almost thought it was because of the black. But I was like, wait, there's like plenty of black in the painting, so that wouldn't be strange. But I don't know, anyways.
What do you make of the statue?
I know that's the only harp in the whole of Tangle Tower. I've never actually seen a real one.
Maybe it's from before your time.
Oh, definitely. You see how old this statue is?
What about the symbols? One of them looks like piano keys.
Yeah, weird.
Maybe it's what's significant on each floor or something.
There's something I noticed about Freya's knife wound.
Hit me.
From what we could tell, the blade went in at an exact right angle, perpendicular to Freya's body.
Perpendicular to Freya's body.
Nothing on Freya's hands, or anywhere else.
Perpendicular to her body. So if her body is standing up straight like this, that means it comes in at an angle like that. I think I'm understanding that correctly. Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured she was standing really close to the canvas. It went like straight at her, right in her chest. I feel like it must have stabbed like through the painting or something, right? Or again, or that it was fed through the ceiling. Somehow it had enough impact to stab her through the chest. The angle wouldn't make sense though in that case. So I don't know. I don't know, dude.
The whole thing is just a little too
strange.
peaceful.
Oh. Because there were no signs of a struggle either,
So there are 2 families living in Tangle Tower?
Mm-hmm. 3 pointers and 5 fellows. 4 fellows.
What?
What's the connection between them?
There isn't one. Not really. It was all built by the Remington family. Flora is a Remington, originally. So was Primrose, my mother. She married into the Pointers, and Flora married into the Fellows.
So the Fellows and the Pointers own the house now?
Flora owns the house. Depending on who you ask, that means her husband Felix owns it too.
What about your father?
His claim over the house kind of fell apart after my mother left.
Oh.
Where's your mother now?
No idea.
I wonder what happened. Is it because of his obsession with astronomy or something like that? I don't know. Okay, I guess that's everything in here for now. Ooh!
Poppy's bedroom is unlocked.
Okay.
I wonder what's in there.
Hold on, does anything else unlock after that? Nope, I guess that's it. So I guess in the next episode, we will check that out. So, oh, this is her room. Okay, and here's gonna be the secret lover's garden, yeah! And then we gotta go here, so I'm assuming Penelope is going to be the last person we are going to speak to. And then we'll have, like, at least taken a quick look spoken to each person, and we're almost done with, like, seeing the place. Not fully exploring, you know, every nook and cranny of the place, but seeing the place, having a glance at it. All right, join me next time. This is Axis, over and out.